Another person from TDE hopped in and talked about, Nicki, you need to relax before you get put in the blender like your boy did. So that's when she tagged FBI. Like, is this a threat?
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, I will get that then. Yeah, for sure.
But see,
I
that's
didn't.
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The media would take specific things from things and push it out to form their narrative. And that's what's always happened with every situation.
Oh, well, I don't want to say every situation.
It is every situation, because I guarantee you ain't going to the full research of every situation. You just read what the headline said. It fits your narrative because you already don't like Nicki, and then you ran with it.
No, because some of the stuff I have read, and no, I still have my opinion.
It's a girls only podcast. Y'all ready? Y'all ready, ghouls? Y'all ready, ghouls? All right. Welcome to the Mouthfuls and Mic Drops podcast. We are not doing a mukbang this episode. So sorry. But what we are going to do is we're going to talk about the beef that has been going all over every social media website possible to mankind. We're going to talk Nicki Minaj and SZA beef. That's what we're going to We're going to talk about the timeline first and foremost. I'm going to lay out all the events that I have been able to dig up so far. There's really not much out there. But this is how it started. So it started out.
I would love to know how it started. I mean, when it comes to her beef, it's just like, oh, she's having a moment again.
I mean, that's what the media wants you to think, but okay.
Is probably a little high right now, So please enlighten us.
So it all started Nicki Minaj is on her Pink Friday tour and SZA is on her SOS tour, or she just dropped the album. And Nicki Minaj alleges that she was being bullied by a guy named Punch, who just so happened to be SZA's formal manager. And she said that she was being dragged against the mud and like he was talking about her and that she turned down some business deals. And because she turned down those business deals, he proceeded to talk shit about her. He didn't tweet her name. He didn't comment at her, but whatever he was tweeting, it seemed to be about her. So, that's where that connection was. She was like, if you're going to talk about me, then be clear, talk about me. Don't, beat around a bush. Let it be what it is. Again, so no one's name.
Where did SZA come in at then?
Because he was her formal manager. But then when SZA tweeted, Merchie's in retrograde, don't take the bait, silly goose. Nicki Minaj felt like because of Punch and hers like weird back and forth, she felt like that tweet was for her and that tweet was basically attacking her for whatever reason. So that's how it started. It started out with this guy named Punch, and who has not worked for SZA in years, from what I can tell. They have not collaborated in many years. They aren't on the same team anymore for many years. So I'm not really sure where that connection lies, but for whatever reason, Nicki Minaj felt like that was directed towards her. Like she felt like because I said, hey, this guy's bullying me, and you knew this guy, and then you tweeted about this also has to be for me. So she connected those dots herself. That's how it started. So just based off of those two things that I just mentioned, just those two things, nothing more. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into it. But just based off of those two things, what do you guys think so far?
Well, for one, they still rock with each other because on Punch's Twitter, the very first thing on his shit is I manage SZA. So they're still tied. And second, she can try to lie and act like she can try to throw the rock and hide her hand all she wants to, but you ain't tweet in a whole month and a half for the most part. And the day she talks about Nicki, all of a sudden you want to get back on Twitter and talk about Mercury retrograde when it wasn't even Mercury retrograde, because that was July 15th and Mercury retrograde didn't start until July 18th. So she can act like she ain't mean that towards Nicki all she wants to, but that's the problem with the industry. Every time Nicki talk about a male in the industry, all of a sudden they send some female to get into it with her to push the narrative that whatever narrative they want to push.
So then it gets a little bit deeper. So this all happened on July 15th, like our guest said. This all happened on July 15th. So then on July 16th, Nicki decides to kind of step it up a little bit. So she goes on, I think it was an Instagram Live or something, where she said that SZA sounds like a bleeping dead dog, that she needs. I'm on that heat, I'm the only provider. Little back foreign bitch, right the vibe. Auto-tune, that she's never, like, she's not as big as her, that she's been to countries that have never even heard of SZA. And then Nicki started, resurfacing some old tweets, criticizing SZA, criticizing a bunch of other people. And again, this is Nicki attacking basically everyone that she can attack that has ever even worked with SZA. And then SZA starts tweeting back again, like, I don't know what you're going through, but hope you have fun with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, throwing a rock and hat in the hand, as they do.
And so SZA started to back down a little bit, and then Nicki said, "I'm gonna step my ass out this packed stadium where I tour, where people showed up for me, real love, real fucking perspective, and you can go bark at a wall."
And that's also what she stole from Nicki, but
And then SZA just said, "Be blessed, have your moment." So I think it's important to figure out, do you guys think, because Sky, you said that you believe fully that SZA was basically being shady towards Nicki Minaj when she tweeted about Mercury retrograde.
Ivory, first thing first, Ivory is a full-fledged barb. So let's just make sure we put that on record.
That doesn't mean anything, though, because I'm highly educated with 2 degrees. I know how to research and know what I'm speaking about.
I mean, yeah, but you're still she can shoot somebody on Michigan Avenue and you'll be fine. Like, that's how all the barbs are.
But she wouldn't shoot nobody unless she had a reason to.
There we go. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the same thing that people said about... I mean, people use that logic to defend racism. Well, he wouldn't have died if he didn't resist.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say, like, unfortunately, I'm not too caught up with the celebrity shit. It is what it is at this point. But it just seems certain stands seem like damn near like Trump supporters. They just act like them. It's really interesting to me. I don't really understand it. I don't think I'll ever understand it, but it's interesting.
I think a lot of people on TikTok, from what I've seen, were confused because they had said that before in the past, SZA had tweeted about the Mercury retrograde in the same sort of fashion that she had tweeted today. So a lot of people were thinking that this wasn't about Nicki at all, especially because Mercury was in retrograde or was about to be in retrograde. It's only a few days. So a lot of people were like, could you really make that connection if she's done it multiple times before in the past?
Well, if you take the post of the past, she never called it. And the Mercury retrograde post of the past, I've seen that tweet. Most of them, the tone is totally different from the past. They can act like that's the same, but the tone is totally different. She never, in the tweet, she never is like, oh, she talks about herself in the other tweets in regards to how retrograde affected her. But that last tweet, who is you calling a silly goose? And again, you haven't tweeted since June, a whole month and a half. But literally in the 5-minute span of Nicki tweeting about Punch, you want to tweet this? Like, it's not rocket science. You can say, okay, yeah, she made all these different tweets. I've made tweets that was the same, but then I made tweets that was similar but meant something else. You can do that. And that's the problem. Every time Nicki get into it with an industry man, all of a sudden, now it's this narrative her getting into it with a female in the industry. Because who knows why? They know why.
So I have a question. So, okay, so I do a lot of paying attention to a lot of that shit. But I did see a long list of people that Nicki Minaj got into it with. And it's just like, how many more people got to say this woman's a monster before everybody, like people that actually realize? I understand the stance. Y'all gonna ride with her regardless. That's y'all Lord and Savior. But I'm saying is that everybody can't be fucking wrong. Everybody can't be wrong. I mean, I get like maybe she's to help people and all this, but I believe that woman is something else in a different form. Because it's like, what? Like everybody's wrong? Like it's like she good 100%. 100%? Is that what we saying?
I'm glad to know the media campaign is working in regards to you.
I guess, because you know.
We'll read the list of all the things that I found out that Nicki Minaj beef with. But what I was saying was that people say that Mariah Carey is kind of like a diva to work with, that she raises problems, that people don't really like to work with her because she's a little bit, stick is somewhere. So a lot of people, when they get offered to work with Mariah Carey, they're a little bit more standoffish because they're like, well, I've heard that she's such a big problem to deal with. But then I've also heard on the flip side that that's not true. So could it be that Nicki Minaj is a similar type of thing where a lot of people get rubbed off in the wrong way so that are like, I don't really want to work with this person because now they're hard to work with?
Are you saying the people on that list is like that? Because I thought that the people was on that list that she actually worked with and they actually had a real opinion, not like hearsay type shit. Like,
I mean, I've never worked with Mariah Carey or Nicki Minaj, but I know that some people have been like, "Oh no, she's a bitch, flat out bitch." No, if you're watching this, Mariah, I'm sure you're not, but I'm sure you're a lovely person. I've got some lyrics for you. But listen. But also, a lot of people that do work with Mariah Carey have been like, I don't know where people are getting this experience from. So I'm saying, what if Nicki Minaj is the same way, where people are like, I've worked with her because she works with a lot of people. I mean, she's a very popular artist. She works with a lot of people. She's got her hands in a lot of different pots. And what if she's just one of those people that's like, well, I don't know where you're getting this experience from because I've never experienced this. Do you think that that could be a possibility, that she's just rubbing people off the wrong way because of who she is?
Absolutely not.
So do you think J. Cole is a good judge of character? Because he did a song with her and they ain't talking about no bad experience with her.
He don't talk about anything that's a bad experience with anybody because he don't get in real drama. You see, he backed out on the motherfucking Kendrick Lamar shit because he don't really want drama.
But that's the point. She still gets features. The only people that she gets into it, the only people she gets into it with has been these label people and these female artists that, again, I feel like these men are trying to send because they can't control her. She's not tied under contracts that a lot of these artists are under.
Or she just wants to be the main woman in the room.
That is not it. She literally.
That's it. Like,
no, it's not.
We got so many pictures with her taking pictures with people, being cool with them, all this, and then all of a sudden something happened, and now she has to be the fucking dragon, the spewing of hate. And
that's how the media wants you to see. That's how the media wants you to see. It started with Cardi.
And all this. Like, it's I don't know, it's a pattern.
It's a pattern that started with Cardi, and that's what the labels wanted. And everybody fell for it. And so when Cardi got slightly successful off that BS contract she signed to go after Nicki Minaj, that's been the blueprint for every artist after that. Get a feature with Nicki.
What about Miley Cyrus though? Because
Miley Cyrus, like, let's not.
Miley Cyrus called her an angry black woman in the media. What do you mean? That was the whole point. The whole VMA thing against Anaconda and Wrecking Ball. That when Miley was asked in an interview, she brushed it off and made it seem like Nicki was an angry black woman when she called out the racism on the fact that Anaconda didn't get nominated for Video of the Year when Wrecking Ball got nominated for Video of the Year, despite Anaconda breaking Wrecking Ball's records because they said it was too provocative. They had no problem with Miley swinging half naked from a Wrecking Ball. That was the issue then.
What about Mariah Carey?
I didn't follow that. That was American Idol era. I was out in the streets like that. I wasn't watching American Idol.
Yeah, I didn't follow that either that much. I just know.
I kind of did. It was just like, it was basic. It's because the American Idol shit seemed like it was two divas that just didn't want to fuck with each other in a real way. Like,
And that's okay. People don't have to like people. Like it seems like Nicki can't not like anybody unless she's this.
Well, that's my thing, because Nicki Minaj is not only a professional woman, right? She's a business owner. She's a worker,
still human. Let's put that out there.
And she's also semi-actor, right? So these are all people that have been in some sort of movie in some shape or form. Like Nicki Minaj was in, what was that movie called? The Other Woman or something like that.
And Barbershop 3.
And Barbershop 3. And then SZA was in that Keke Palmer movie that just dropped last year.
Great movie.
So they both are semi-actors, and you have to realize that there are plenty of actors that don't like each other, that still work together because that's their job. Their job is not to like them. Their job is to read the script, perform when they have to perform, and get the money when they have to get the money. And that's it. I don't talk to you outside of this performance. I'm going to get my check and leave. So a lot of people are like, why can't Nicki be like that? Do you think that's like her just being real, kind of like being like, no, I'm going to put it out there? Or do you think it's kind of like a level of unprofessionalness?
I don't think it's a level of unprofessionalness, because I feel like she can make the business decisions for herself, and she don't need a particular artist to make any particular amount of money. Because again, she's not under some of these same contracts where, like, off residuals alone, Moment for Life and Super Bass, she could like eat for like ever. So it's like I feel like it's not a need, and I feel like again that's the issue, is that she don't need these connections the way all these other people do, and they're mad at her for that. That's also why, again, she didn't sign to Atlantic. She didn't want to be tied with ghostwriters and all this other, like, people try to tie things into these contracts, and she just not falling for none of it.
So then Nicki Minaj, she claims that TDE, which was like the company, and their affiliated DJ, MacWop, threatened her during a live stream, and then she puts screenshots, and then she tags the FBI in these screenshots. And if that's not surreal enough, she also, a U.S. Congresswoman, Anna Paulina Luna, she got involved, offering Nicki Minaj protection from this person. Like, literal U.S. government was like, we got you over Celebrity Feud. So what are your opinions on that? Like, I didn't watch her live because I'm not subscribed to Nicki Minaj's Instagram page. So I didn't see the live for myself or the screenshots for myself. I could probably look them up.
I did see the screenshots. I actually have the screenshots. I'll send them to you when we do the editing. But I actually have the screenshots. Yeah, she screenshotted like the FBI and the CIA. Was very hilarious. But honestly and truly, if she really got some shit and she gonna put it out there, yeah, let that shit be known. Let that shit be known, because half of the world don't like your ass. Like, so we gotta see, like, what the fuck is you for real?
Is this really a Nicki problem, or is this everyone else's problem?
Is this are they really doing this, or are you just have such a fucked up ass personality and mean girl personality that people just don't fuck with you? So, like, what really is it? I would actually love to see that.
So now I'm gonna look
up the research, because Top Dog Entertainment right now, TDE right now, is being sued for $48 million in sexual assault. And mind you, another person from TDE, because again, she was talking about TDE, she was talking about Punch. Then another person from TDE hopped in and talked about, Nicki, you need to relax before you get put in the blender like your boy did. So that's when she tagged FBI. Like, is this a threat?
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, I will get that then. Yeah, for sure.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The media would take specific things from things and push it out to form their narrative. And that's what's always happened with every situation.
Oh, well, I don't want to say every situation.
It is every situation, because I guarantee you ain't going to the full research of every situation. You just read what the headline said. It fits your narrative because you already don't like Nicki, and then you ran with it.
No, because some of the stuff I have read, and no, I still have my opinion. I didn't go to just no narrative. I'm very smart, very intelligent, and no, I did not just look at a clip and be like, oh yeah, no, I actually did. And yeah, it's a mean girl energy. It is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna change my opinion, but it's a mean girl energy. She has that, and it is like, and unfortunately, and let's not forget that hate and mean girl energy, people thrive off that. People real life thrive off that. That's the reason why, not to be political, that's the reason why Trump is thriving right now. That's why she thrives. Trumps.
No, like, not compare her to Trump. That's like, not accurate comparison.
It is what it is. But unfortunately, that's just how I feel. Like,
yep, the media did their job.
So I'm trying to find the list of all the people, because I had a list of people that Nicki Minaj has beefed with in the past.
It's like it was a long list. It was like a list of people and companies. So I was intrigued by the companies.
So that's what she said. It's corporate labels and giants trying to hurt me. Like it ain't they send all these.
What about
underdogs.
Do you know anything about the whole Nicki Minaj beefing with Stormy thing? Like,
so that's not beefing with Stormy. See, again, that's that media. It's not beefing with Stormy. It was against what's his name, Travis Scott. Mm-hmm. Because they sat there and took some of her sales from Queen. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Queen era. It took some of her sales from Queen because she was using bundles, like saying that she was saying that she was like doing some nefarious shit to try to make sales. But when Travis Scott started talking about bundles, and even through his daughter Stormy to try to promote the album, that's what she was talking about. But of course, they made it seem like it was like she was trying to attack a baby. But she was basically just saying like if he could use Stormy to boost his sales, she could do whatever she wanted to boost her sales too.
What about the Despicable Me? I saw that Despicable Me, the movie, was on the list.
I don't know anything about that, so I won't speak.
I don't know anything about it either. I was like, the movie.
Not she into with Despicable, goddamn. Not she into with the Minions shit.
So I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to speak to it, but what I do want to do is I want to share some clips, if I can find them, of things that I found pretty funny. Pretty funny. So I want to share them.
Nice amount of clips.
And I want to get you guys' opinions on them. I think I've got 1, 2, and maybe 3, but I'm going to have to see what the 3 one is. So before I actually play it. So here's the first one. Let me share my screen.
Always talks about retrograde. So why did Nicki think this was about her? And mind you, SZA has been talking about retrograde since 2015. So the fact that this woman thought this was about her is crazy. It's literally crazy. And the tweet began when SZA said, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, LOL, silly goose." Now Nicki responds to that and says, Go draw your freckles back, Bookie. And then hashtag justice for Demore, deposition Perez. And then she says, liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounding like a dead dog. Now SZA replies back and says, I don't give a F about none of that weird ish you poppin'. And after that back and forth with SZA, Nicki does take to station head and she says this.
You are a yodeling fool who needs auto-tune, who done this every female entertainer, it seems, based off of, the screenshots.
Well, she did every entertainer.
Somewhere else, bitch. What the fuck? And you done tried to break that man back or something, I think, allegedly. How the fuck did you match the dots every time you put back on the freckles is what we the people want to motherfucking know.
Nicki's literally crazy, but I always forget how funny she is. Of course, they continued with her back and forth because SZA then replies and says, laughing my butt off. Let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow for a night 2 in Paris, because again, she's on tour with Kendrick Lamar. Now, Nicki replies back and says, shut up, ugly. I'm in a meeting, so I don't know if you're still talking ish or not. So if you didn't, I'll delete this later, ho. And I still have no idea why she thought those retrograde tweets were about her, but it seems like she's on a warpath. But I don't think it stops at SZA. I think she's going after a few more artists. And mind you, SZA...
Okay, so that's the first tweet.
Hey, real quick. What tweet is
funny as fuck, bro?
Will make me realize like what she said, don't fall for it. Because now that I'm thinking about the retrograde that we actually in from July 18th to like August 11th, don't fall for it. Our Mercury retrograde right now is really based on exes coming back, old shit coming up, people trying to see like, is you still gonna fall for shit like that? So that's low key what it's giving. Like, don't fall for it. That's what our Mercury retrograde is talking about literally right now. So I don't know. And don't seem like.
So here's the next clip. I gotta check the last one before I play it.
The party is over. So we all just say fuck Nicki Minaj, right? How'd you get in my house? What the fuck? Get out of my house. Fuck your house. And SZA. This is the things I get for putting you bitches on. What SZA do? I'm calling the cops. Like hell you are. Pull up in a month. You're not even singing the right song.
So that's the second one I found. What's your opinion on that one?
Because him coming through with that wig is hilarious.
Because why did he have that wig on? I was like, where you get? You could at least brought a decent wig. Where'd you get that wig from?
Right. Oh my God. It's so horrible.
That's what really got me was the wig. I was like, what the fuck are we doing right now? And
it's almost like she does this to make sure her fans are still going to be her ride or dies.
But that's what I don't understand though, because Nicki has a pretty big fan base. So like that's what I'm not understanding is like why? Like she's got her cemented bars.
Regardless, we get it. Like, you don't need to do all that stuff.
She's got her bars, right? She's got her OG bars, the people that followed her from her New York days all the way up to where she is now. Like she's got her OGs, boots on the ground, like she's got her fan base. So like that's why I was like, why? I'm gonna hurry up because we got 9 minutes left.
SZA named it perfectly. I actually don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit y'all popping over here. Barbs. I posted that video full chest with Nicki Minaj's name all over the bitch, waiting for y'all to come up in my comments the way that y'all try everybody else, because what you found in my comments is that my anti-bullying settings or whatever the fuck are turned off. Yeah, I am the original in this motherfucker when it comes to that. We taught y'all everything that you fucking know as old school high. The only difference is we had somebody who was worthy of our standard. Y'all have Nicki Minaj. And so I have the time. Every little stitch, every little duet, every little, oh, wait until Nicki Minaj, da-da-da-da. Happy to. And while I wait, the harder that y'all think y'all are going, the more I double down. Case in point in this video, that's why SZA tapped her on the fucking ass. And that's why, if I have to turn this page into Nicki is the worst, that's exactly what the fuck I'll do out of principle alone. I don't give a fuck. Out of principle alone. If you think that I won't be on y'all's ass every step of the fucking way, you think Tia Kemp is a problem, baby? Try it. Try it. Because I'm telling you, you can't bully me. If I'm the last bitch on this earth, you will not bully me. And I don't need no help from no fucking algorithm, no fucking TikTok. Baby, I'm on your ass. I will find the time. That's why y'all say 1, 2 little things to me before you get fucking embarrassed. In the real world.
Where the clip, Jazz?
Y'all,
is it playing?
Y'all are being embarrassed.
And I got one more. This is the last one to wrap it up.
Now everybody hates SZA because Nicki Minaj is back on that stuff again and trying to be a big bully. But y'all was just bumping SZA stuff. Kill Bill, Love Galore, The Weeknd, Snooze. Shall I continue? Let's get now everybody.
So that was the last one that I had. Those are the only ones I wanted to share because I couldn't find the list of people that she's beefed with. I know I saw it. I didn't know it was long. I know it was like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, Mariah Carey, Azalea Banks, but Azalea Banks literally beefs with literally everyone.
Let's not talk about Azalea Banks. Azalea Banks.
I was like, she's irrelevant because she has literally actually beefed with a child. She's actually beefed with a child.
Remember when I told you she was a rapper and you was like, she make music?
It's like that bitch makes music. I didn't even know she.
It's crazy because I fucks with Azalea Banks. Her music is not bad. She's just a bad person. So I just don't listen to her. Like she's actually a bad person.
Some people make their content into beefing or talking about celebrities or being all in their celebrity life type shit. And that's what I thought Azalea Banks did. I didn't know she really made music and shit. Like
Azalea Banks is actually on. Like there was no reason for her to leak that news of Conor McGuire. She just did it because she was fucking bored. That's the type of person Azalea Banks is. She just does shit because she's bored.
The media orchestrates Nicki to be the bad guy, and she isn't.
They paid me out to be the bad guy.
And when the truth come out, it's gonna gag the live, because like I said, once one particular person got successful what they were trying to do with trying to take down Nicki, that became the blueprint for every, in terms of hip hop, female artists after got a feature, got into it with her, like ever since, because they were somewhat successful because Cardi signed that contract.
So you feel like that every successful post Cardi B rapper went through Nicki to be successful, and that's why they have beef with her.
That's literally what it's been. That's literally what's been given.
Because I feel like, I don't know if Remy Ma was post Cardi or pre Cardi, but I'm pretty sure she was pre Cardi. Did she ever have beef with Nicki Minaj, or was it just Cardi B?
She had beef. She had beef with Nicki too, but it was exasperated. But again, it was her taking the bait, because there's video, and I wish I would have had it queued up, because there's video of Remy Ma talking about how when she got out of jail, Nicki reached out to her and they were cool, and then all of a sudden she makes this diss track because she wanted to become relevant getting out of jail.
Wait a minute, because I could have sworn Nicki was talking shit, and then that's when she dropped that motherfucking ether.
No.
I gotta do a little research, because that's
Go ahead. I found a video. We'll send it to you, because Remy just got out of jail. Remy had just got out of jail, and she was talking about how Nicki reached out to her, and she said I forgot exactly what Remy said, but the next thing I know, they into it, and then she dropped Sheether, and then Nicki dropped the 3 songs with Wayne and Drake.
Right. Sheether was fire. Sheether was fire as fuck. I love a good
fries ate that up. But anyway,
this might have to be a part 2
for you, but I'm talking about for us regular folks. We love Sheether.
This is definitely
like most things, you like the things against the person you hate because it fits the narrative. So of course.
But the thing is, I don't hate Nicki. I went to her concert. I dropped $200 to see her.
So I didn't hate her back then. I
still don't. I just think she moves weirdly.
And that's how the media wants you to think. And that's the point.
Yeah, it's just she's not at this point. I don't think
labels are literally trying to come after her, and they're using artists to do it, and people don't get it.
I don't think it's hate, because hate is a strong word. I just don't care for that woman. And I've said this years before even all this weird Nicki Minaj crap started. I always liked her features better than her albums.
Mm-hmm.
Her features snap. She got on feature and body that shit. I tried to listen to her album, I could not.
I listened to a few of her albums.
I tried because, of course, you know, my plain baby little sister's a barb. So I tried to fucking listen to them, but I just don't. And unfortunately now at this point, I have a rule in my house. We don't listen to Nicki Minaj in my home.
Dang.
Yeah, no streaming on none of my devices. And it's just my spirit. Like, nah. But yeah, I don't hate that lady.
We got about a minute left. So final thoughts. This is going to be a part. We're going to have to do part 2, because we're going to dig deeper into the Remy Ma of it all, the Little Kim of it all, and other rappers and artists that have been,
especially because give me perfect time, because I got a video where
Kim, the one that
hate to have to use him as a source, where Diddy said that Kim was the one who got upset and took it out on Nicki, because there's plenty of videos of Nicki giving homage to Lil' Kim, but I guess Lil' Kim wanted her to actually get in between the ass cheeks.
Like, they was at parties and they was really cool. But like always, the picture is Nicki Minaj is cool with somebody, and all of a sudden they are after her. So we'll figure it out.
But that's the thing, because Kim said that she didn't pay her homage. That's been the going story, that Nicki never paid Kim homage, when she said it, Kim name in almost every video to give her homage. So I don't know what Kim really wanted. Maybe she wanted her while she was kissing her ass to get between the ass cheeks or something, and Nicki wasn't going. But because it's crazy, because she did pay homage. And like I said, the real star, like, yeah, she got beef. Okay, yeah, it's cool beef with Kim. Of course, that was pretty much given. But these other beefs are orchestrated. And like I said, it started with Cardi. Atlantic Records had an issue. It started with Cardi, and ever since then, because Cardi was mildly successful, and I realized that with New York Fashion Week, because when you have to lie to the point that you have to lie on Nicki to the point where the CEO of Wilhelmina Models have to come on Instagram and call you a liar, that's when I know you took that deal that Lady LaSure and Cupcake the Rapper turned down from Atlantic Records. Because Atlantic Records had a contract that saying they had to go against Nicki if they signed to them. And that's what Cardi did.
All right, we got less than a minute. So, Ivory, where can we find you online?
You can find under the name Ivory Sky, except for Twitter. That is my exclusive bar page. And that one is Petty the Sleeves with DA instead of THE.
And Lovella, where can you find you?
Elise Lovella, Instagram, Elise_Lovella. Indeed.
And then, of course, I am your host, Cookie, and you can find me on Instagram at the Web Babadook. And if you enjoy our lovely guest Ivory being on the podcast, keep a lookout because we're going to be bringing them back a few times.
That she's a wonderful woman, and she's on the same page with me. Like that, there's no need to try to tear somebody down. I can say what I said. You know, I let her know that I'm super proud of her.
They paid me out to be the bad guy.